Hello everyone, welcome back to the second session of the ATL Virtual Tinkering Launchpad. So my name is Akhil and in this session I'm going to teach you about Arduino. So yes, the first question which comes in your mind is obviously what is an Arduino? You might have seen in your ATL lab that Arduino is present over there, and most of the students think that that blue color box is known as board is known as Arduino, but actually Arduino is the name of the company which is based on Italy. Yes, Arduino is the name of the company which is based on Italy, and it is having a lot of variants in it. Okay, so Arduino is the name of a company which makes open source hardware and software. Yeah, software, you might have seen that to work on Arduino we used to code on in a software. So this company works on making hardware and software. So Arduino is nothing, just a name of the company which designs a variety of boards. Arduino designs a variety of boards. So a variety of boards includes this board includes microcontroller and many input and analog pins, output input pins, output pins, digital pins, analog pins. There are lots of pins in it, in which we try to communicate with our exterior circuits. Okay, so this is how our Arduino works. Okay, so Arduino is the name of the company and it is having a lot of variants, as I've told you. So most prominent one which we use is Arduino Uno. Yes, Arduino Uno is the most prominent one which we use. Yeah, there are many others also, like Arduino Mega is there, Arduino Nano is there, Arduino Pro Mini is there, Lilypad is there. Lots of variants are there. Okay, so this one in this whole session we are going to learn about Arduino Uno. That's why I have choose to go with Arduino Uno. So talking about some specifications of Arduino Uno, it works on the operating voltage of 5 volt. Operating voltage means every pin will be giving 5 volts. Okay, and this Arduino takes input of 7 volt to 20 volts. Okay, and there are digital pins in this Arduino, and there are 14 digital pins starting from 0 to 13. There are in total 14 digital pins in Arduino, and these pins are very useful to make our microcontroller to communicate with the exterior circuit. Okay, so there are PWM pins also. PWM pin is a type of pin which act as a analog pin. This is actually digital pin which act as an analog pin. Like suppose you have to feed an LED, or you have to control the motors of your robot. Speed of the motors you have to control. Okay, then what you will be doing is that you will be connecting that motors with the PWM pin, or you can connect the LED with the PWM pin. Then we can control the brightness of an LED with the help of this PWM pin, or the speed of the motor with this PWM pin. Okay, so actually what happens is that PWM pin is a digital pin which act as an analog pin. That's simple as much as that. Okay, so talking about analog input pins, there are analog input pins also. So starting from A0 to A5, there are total 6 analog input pins. Okay, the flash memory of Arduino Uno is 32 KB and the RAM is only 2 KB and the clock speed is 16 megahertz. Okay, so this was all about our Arduino Uno, and now without any further ado, I want to go and teach you how to work on Arduino. Okay, so obviously you will be thinking that हमारे पास तो Arduino है नहीं, I'm not having Arduino at this moment. So no problem at all, we are having simulation softwares. Okay, so simulation softwares are those softwares in which we can work, we can drag and drop some hardwares in our screen, and we can connect as we were connecting in our real world. So and we when we click on start simulation, then it will be showing the output as if it is working as if we had collected in real sense, we had connected. So it will be working somehow like that. Okay, simulation softwares are very useful. So now, in which simulation software we will be working is we will be working on Tinkercad. So there are many other simulation softwares also, like Proteus is there, Circuito.io is there, and many more are there. But actually, I like that graphical user interface of the that Tinkercad, and very basic also. And for students, like for school students, Tinkercad is good one. Okay. And if you want to go for higher ones, then yes, you can use Circuito.io and or Proteus also you can use. So there are many stuffs over there also. Okay, many sensors are there, but in Tinkercad there are limited ones, but it's very easy to use Tinkercad. Okay, So now how to go to Tinkercad. So let me open my Google browser. So just wait, I'm just going to share my screen. I'm just going to switch my screen to my Chrome, Google Chrome. So I hope now you can see Google Chrome behind me. Okay. So this is Google Chrome, and what happens is, so what you have to type over here is Google it to Tinkercad. Okay, the name is Tinkercad. You can see I have written Tinkercad. Okay, so you have to write Tinkercad over there, and the first one which appears tinkercad.com, you have to click over there. Okay. So now it will take you to a page which will be asking you to sign in, and you have to just click on sign in, and you have to give your email ID. You can directly sign in with your Google account or Apple account also. So I'm having my Google account, so I will be just clicking on Google, and now it will be asking to log in to Google, and just click with your ID. Okay, so I've just clicked it. Now what I have to do is I will be just going. This is my dashboard. Okay, so in this dashboard, you can see there are 3D design circuits. So Tinkercad, in the Tinkercad software, you can use this software to make 3D designs also. 3D designs, I hope you all know that you can with the 3D designs you can print those materials with the help of 3D printers. Okay, so Tinkercad software we use for designing those 3D designs also, and then circuits also, you can design the circuits as well, which I'm going to tell you. This you have to click over here, circuits, and you can see I have done a lot of I have done a lot of research on circuits. Okay, so now let us start with the new one. So what you have to do is that you have to click on create new circuit. Okay, so just click on create new circuit, and it will be opening your simulation page. So this is your simulation page. Okay, your page will be looking somehow like this. Okay, so you can see in this side there are lots of components, like basic components are there. When you click on this arrow button, you can see basic components are there. There are all components, Arduino components, microbit, circuit assemblies. This microbit is new one. Okay, so basic, all. I will prefer you to go to the all, and now you can explore what are the things in this component. So like resistor are there, capacitor are there, different types of capacitors, polarized capacitor, diodes, inductors. There are buttons, like input buttons are there, push button, potentiometer, light switch, photodiode. Sensors like ultrasonic sensors are there, IR sensor is there, PIR sensor is there, tilt sensor, temperature sensor, gas sensor, and a keypad is there. And then outputs my LEDs. There are different types of LEDs, like normal LED, LED of RGB, like red, green, blue wala LED is also there. NeoPixel is there, light bulb is there. So there are different motors also, batteries also, and there you can see there is Arduino Uno as well. So obviously I'm working on Arduino Uno. So what I will be doing is that I will be just clicking on this Arduino Uno, and I will be dragging it over into my screen. Now you can see my Arduino Uno is present over here. So this is my Arduino Uno, and I will just like to explain you a little bit about this pins in this Arduino. So I have told you that in Arduino Uno there are a total 14 digital pins. Yes, 14 digital pins are there. So I will like, first of all, I would like to give you a basic definition of digital and analog. So digital, when you use digital pins, then the output will be either 1 or 0. Okay, 1 means the condition that it is working, 0 is it is not working. Okay, there is a 1 means the supply is maximum, like 5 volt supply is given, and 0 is there is no supply of voltage. Okay, so there's nothing difference in digital. The output will be, or yeah, input will be either in 0 or 1. But if you want to know the value in a bigger prospect, like you want to get more values, more precise values, then what you can do is that you can connect that sensor into analog pin. So there is an analog pin over here, A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. These all are analog pins. Okay, so you can take the values, and you can see that what this analog value is giving, like in between 0 to 1023, these values will be, you can precisely, you can see that what changes it is the sensor is making. Okay, so but one basic difference between this analog and digital pin is that this analog pin can give output. Okay, this analog pin can give output. Okay, but this this digital pin, I'm very sorry, this digital pin can give output or take input. Okay, can give output or can take input, but this analog pin can only take input, cannot give output. Okay, analog, that's why it is known as analog in. Analog in is analog input. So this is the most drawback of this pin, is that analog input pin cannot give an output. You yeah, it will be working, it will be giving some like blinking kara sakte ho, you can do a blinking only, but if you want to have a output which acts in an analog manner, then you cannot get. Okay, so analog pin only gives, okay, only takes input only from the sensor, it cannot give the output, but digital pin can act as in both the ways. Okay, but now the questions arise is that what if I want to give an analog output, I want to give an analog output, and you have told me, you will be asking me that Akhil sir, you have told us that this analog pins cannot give analog output, but I want analog output, so how to get that? So there is something known as PWM pin. So PWM pin is known as pulse width modulated pins. Actually, pulse width modulated pins are those digital pins which act as analog pins. Those are some magical pins. Okay, so those are very magical pins which act as an analog pin. Actually, they are an actually in really they are a digital pin only, but they can act as analog pins. So there are some special magical powers on those pins. Okay, so how to know that those are magical powers? Like you might have seen that Harry Potter के यहाँ पर माथे में एक निशान था, उसको शक्ति थी, स्पेशल शक्ति थी. We know that यहाँ पे निशान था इसलिए उसकी स्पेशल शक्ति थी. In the same way, in the Arduino Uno also, there are some special numbers of pins, like they are having special characters written over in front of their number. Like 3 के आगे आप देख सकते हो एक tilt sign है. You can see I have zoomed in. A special tilt sign is there. In front of 5 is also there is a special sign. In 6 also there is a special tilted sign. Okay. In the same way, 9, 10, 11, you can see there is a special tilted sign over there. Okay. So there are total 6 PWM pins in Arduino Uno. 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. Okay. These 6 pins are PWM pins. These PWM pins are known as pulse width modulated pins. The function is that these are actually a digital pin can act as an analog pin, the magical pins. Okay, you can see. Okay, so with these with these PWM pins, we can make fading. We can control the brightness of LED. Okay, and we can control the speed of the motor. Okay, if you are connecting motors to your vehicle, to your motor robot, and you want to control the speed of that robot. Okay, so what you can do is that you can connect it with the PWM pins, and you can control the speed of those motors. You can control the brightness of the LEDs. So this is the use of PWM pins. Very useful concept. Okay, so now let us go and start working on these things. So what we have to do is, first of all, we will be going to all. Okay, now I have taken this Arduino Uno. Now I will be taking LED from here. So I will, let me search where is LED. Yeah, you can see this is LED. Okay, so I hope you know what is LED. LED is light emitting diode. Okay, so it emits diode when supply is provided to it. Okay, so Arduino will be giving supply to this LED. Arduino will be giving supply to this LED. Okay, and talking about LED is having 2 legs. Okay, one is positive and the other one is negative. Okay, the positive one is known as anode and the negative leg is known as cathode. Okay, and keep this thing in mind that anode should always be connected to the any of the digital pins. Okay, you can connect, like right now what I want to do is I want to blink the LED, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do coding for blinking of LED. So for the blinking of LED, what I will be doing is I will be connecting my anode to any of these digital pins. And I will request you that never use these 0 and 1s. Okay, never use this 0 and 1. Avoid using this 0 and 1 because it there are chances, because these are transmitter and receivers. While uploading the program, it when there are some pins connected in this 0 and 1, it creates uploading problem. Okay, so always it's an advice that leave these 0 and 1, and if you are having option to leave these 0 and 1, you always make sure that you leave these 0 and 1. Okay, so now what I was talking about, this anode pin is always connected to the positive of any of these Arduino pins. And let me connect it, how to connect it. Okay, so you can take breadboard also, but right now there is no need of using breadboard. What I will be doing is that I will be just dragging and clicking it over there. Okay, जस्ट इट्स वेरी सिंपल प्रोसेस. एनोड में क्लिक करो, यहाँ से माउस को धीरे धीरे कोई भी मनपसंद एनी नंबर विच यू वांट, just drag and drop it over there. Okay, so suppose I want to make it into 8 and just leave it. Okay, and leave it. So I just connected my anode to pin number 8 of Arduino Uno. Okay, so it's very simple. I just connected my anode, the positive of LED, to the 8th pin of the Arduino Uno. Suppose I want to delete it. It's very easy to delete. Just click and press the delete option. I deleted it. Now I think I'm just want to click. I want to connect it on 7th pin. Yeah, I just clicked on 7th pin. So it's very easy. Okay. And the second part is cathode. As I've told you that cathode is the negative terminal of LED. So you have to connect this cathode to the ground. So this is ground. It's very simple. Very simple. So now I have connected my LED to the 7th pin of the Arduino. The positive of the leg, the positive leg of the LED is connected to the 7th pin of Arduino, and the negative, which is known as cathode of my LED, is connected to the ground. And always make sure that cathode should be always connected to the ground of your Arduino. And in addition to this thing, I would like to inform you that in Arduino there are 3 grounds. Okay, like you can see, one ground is here, एक मिनट देखो यहाँ पे, one ground is here, the second ground is here, the third ground is here. Okay, so there are 3 grounds you can use in your Arduino. Fine. So this is our LED connected with the Arduino Uno. Now you will be thinking that, sir, हमारी LED तो जल नहीं थी और LED is not glowing. Okay, so for making this LED to glow, we have to code as well. Okay, so now what we will be doing is that we will be just clicking over here. There you can see that you have an option like code. Okay, and inside this code there are 2 options available in the Tinkercad, that you can do block coding and as well as text coding also. Okay, so obviously I'm pretty much sure that you have seen the session 1 of Scratch, where Manisha ma'am have very beautifully explained you about Scratch, and I'm sure that you might be knowing that what is block coding. And now let me take you to the text coding. So how to do a text code. Okay, so this you have to just change it to the text one, and it will pop up with a block that are you sure? Yes, you are sure. I will be just going with continue option, and now you can see that it is showing me some options like coding में कुछ दिखा रहा है मुझे. But now the thing is that I will be just deleting everything over here, and this also I'm just deleting it. Okay, so now listen this very carefully and notice to this thing, that Arduino is having 2 inbuilt functions. Arduino is having 2 inbuilt functions, which is known as void setup and void loop. In void setup, we used to initialize the stuffs. In void loop, we used to do something which we want to repeatedly we have to make the Arduino to do. Okay, we will be writing those coding in which we want the Arduino should do repeatedly. Okay, so like I told you, setup में initialize steps we have to declare. In initializing steps, what will be that initialize steps? Like we have to tell the Arduino that pin number 7 is the pin in which the LED positive is connected, and that 7th pin should act as output. I want to tell this thing to Arduino. Okay, so how I am going to tell this thing? Obviously this Arduino understand different type of language. Okay, so in Arduino the language which we use is mostly C++. Okay, so what we have to do is that obviously when I'm talking to you in English, or when I'm talking to you in Hindi, I tell you something, then you do that. Similarly, in Arduino you cannot talk to Arduino in normal English or Hindi or any other language. You have to talk to Arduino in its own language. Okay, so what you have to do is that this is what we have to learn, and for this purpose only we are sitting here, and I'm sure that you are sitting and watching this video. And first of all, what we need to do is that we have to tell the Arduino that pin number 7 is the pin which I have taken, and the 7th pin has to be acted as output, because a digital pin can act as output or input. I have told you a digital pin can act as input or output, है ना? So now I have to tell the computer or Arduino that, because I'm a developer, I have to tell the Arduino that you have to act like this. Okay, so now what is the syntax? Actually, syntax is the way which we represent, way we give the coding. Okay, so pin mode. Okay, we what we have to do is that pin mode हमने लिखा pin mode, and then what you have to do is that bracket, in bracket you have to write the pin number which you have taken. I have taken 7th pin, so that's why I will be taking here 7 comma output. Okay, so I will be taking 7 comma output. Okay, so fine, this is 7 comma output, then bracket close and semicolon. Semicolon is important. Why semicolon is important? Semicolon is important because it will tell you that the line is ending over here. So fine. Okay, so pin mode 7 comma output. So 7th pin, in this syntax it represents that the mode of the pin is 7th and it is acting as an output pin. Suppose you are taking any sensor and you have to make the sensor to read the value, and at that time what you will be doing is that you will be taking you will be making it input. Okay, because sensor gives the information to the Arduino. At that time the 7th pin, if you have connected the sensor to the 7th pin, at that time the 7th pin will act as input. Right now the 7th pin is connected with an LED, and LED needs supply. LED needs supply. The Arduino will be giving the supply, and when you have to give the supply, it is output. Okay, so Arduino will be giving the output. Okay, so Arduino will be, the 7th pin will be acting as output. So that this is what I have written over here. Now what I have to do is that I have to glow that LED. Okay, I have to glow that LED, and to do that I want to do that glowing that LED part is to be done repeatedly. Okay, so that's why I will be doing that in void loop. I have told you there are two functions, void setup and void loop. There are two inbuilt functions. In void setup we will be using the initializing stuffs, and in the void loop we will be writing those things which have to be repeatedly done. Okay, so in void loop what we will be doing is that we will be telling the Arduino that you have to you have to blink the LED continuously. You have to blink the LED continuously. And what is blinking? Blinking means on off hota rahe. It should be on for certain time and it should be off for certain time. Okay, this is known as blinking. Okay, so like I blink my eyes. I blink. What is blink? I open my eyes, closed my eyes, and then again open my eyes. This is blinking. I'm regularly blinking. Like I'm blinking my eyes, like regularly I'm closing and opening my eyes. This is regularly blinking my eyes. In the same way the LED will blink. Okay, LED will be turning itself on, then off, then on, then off, then on and off in a continuous interval that we are going to make. Okay, so what to do for how to do that? Okay, so what you have to do is you have to write again a syntax. You have to write, obviously you have to tell the computer, tell the Arduino that you have to do this thing. So you have to tell that thing in its own language. So what language you have to do, I am just going to tell you. So what you have to write is digital write. Yes, digital write. Why digital write? Why digital write? Actually digital write because you have taken digital pin, you have not taken analog pin, na? That's why digital write, digital. Okay, and why write you have written? Write means you have to write whenever you take output, whenever the pin is acting as an output, then you have to always use write. Suppose you would have taken it as an input, then at that time what you would have done is that you would have used as read. Okay, because at that time the Arduino is reading the value. Okay, right now it is writing the value. So this is the basic difference. Always keep this thing in your mind, is that whenever you are using output, you have to use write. Okay, if you are making digital pin, a digital pin as output, then you have to write digital write. If you are making digital pin as input, then at that time you have to write digital read. Okay, like digital read. But right now what I'm doing is I am taking it as the 7th pin is my output pin. Okay, so that's why it will be digital write. And digital write in bracket I will be writing what to do. Okay, so write में दो कंडीशन है, मतलब दो ही चीजें लिखेगा. डिजिटल पिन दो ही चीजें लिख कर सकता है, या तो ऑन कर सकता है या तो ऑफ कर सकता है. either it can make it on or otherwise it can make it off. Okay, so turning it on is known as high, turning it off is known as low. There are two concepts, high and low. If you want to turn on any pin on the LED, what you have to tell the pin is that turn it to be high. At that time, if the pin is high, the circuit will give electricity. Otherwise what will happen is that if it is low, it will not give the electricity. That as simple as that. Okay, so right now what I will be telling my Arduino is that digitally write, मतलब digital में write कर, and give high, मतलब supply देना है मुझे अभी. तो 7 को कौन से पिन से सप्लाई देना? Arduino will be confused which pin the supply is to be given. Seventh pin is to be the pin which the supply is to be given. The 7 comma high I will be writing. Okay, so semicolon, again semicolon. I have told you that why we are writing semicolon, so that the Arduino must understand that the line has ended over here. Okay, so now I'm not writing forward, I will be writing in the next line. Okay, so digital write, and then I have told you that it should be blinking. Okay, the LED should blink. Okay, suppose I don't want to blink right now. I just want to glow my LED. So this much coding is suffice. I will show you how like I have written this much. Okay, pin mode 7 comma output and digital write 7 comma high. So again, just what I'm going to do is that I will be just clicking on this start simulation. Now you can see that my LED will glow, because at this moment what I have done is that 7 comma high, I have put 7 comma high. Suppose what I have done is that if I have made it 8. Okay, 8, and here also I have changed it to 8. Okay, do you think that LED will glow right now? Do you think my LED will glow? Because I have taken my 8th pin as an output and 8th pin as an high, and I'm going to start simulation, and I didn't specified anything about 7th pin. Do you think my LED will glow? Just think, and clicking on start simulation. No, my LED will not glow, because my LED is positive is connected to 7th pin, and I have taken here as 8. How my LED will glow? No way of glowing. Okay, so to glow my LED in the 7th pin, what I will be doing is that I have to write here 7 only. Okay, so 7 I will be writing. So 7, it will be going like this. Okay, so it is start simulation. Fine. So it is start simulation, and now you can see that my LED is glowing. No, fine. So what I have to do is that I will be now I have to blink the LED. I need to blink the LED. So to blink the LED, what I have to do is that I have to turn it on and then off. To turn it on, like I told you, it is high, and turn it off, it is low. So it's very simple. The encoding, it's very simple. What you have to do is that you have to just write digital write. It's 7 comma low. It's 7 comma low semicolon. Okay, so it's very simple. Digital write 7 comma high, and it's digital write 7 comma low. But it will not work. I am very much sure it will not work. I will show you. Just see start simulation कर रहा हूँ. Blink नहीं होने वाला. देखो अभी भी high चल रहा है. Blink ही नहीं हो रहा. Blink हो ही नहीं रहा. क्या प्रॉब्लम हो गई सर? What is the problem? You have written it very rightly. Code that digital write 7 comma high, then digital write 7 comma low. Then the problem is that in this code it is like 7 comma high is there, but where is the delay? Delay means for how long it should be high and for how long it should be low. Like suppose I am blinking my eyes. Okay, like suppose I have closed my eyes right now. I'm just closing my eyes for 2 seconds and then opening my eyes for 2 seconds. I'm closing my eyes for 2 seconds, I'm opening my eyes for 2 seconds, again closing my eyes for 2 seconds, opening my eyes for 2 seconds. In the same way, I have to tell my Arduino that you have to turn on the LED for some certain period of time, and for that, how to write that? You will be giving delay, and in bracket you will be writing delay 2000. So this is the coding, and what you have to do is that again delay 2000. You have to give 2000. 2000 means 2 seconds of delay. Okay, delay 2000 means delay 2000 means 2 seconds of delay. If you have to gain 2 seconds, if you want to give only 1 second of delay, you have to give delay 1000. Okay, if you want to give 3 seconds of delay, you have to give delay 3000. Okay, so that is the concept here, and what you will be doing is that it's very easy. I think it's very easy. Now let me click on start simulation, and now when I click on start simulation, you can see it's turning on for 2 seconds, and then it's turned off for 2 seconds, on for 1 second, again turning off for 2 seconds, again turning on for 2 seconds, turning off for 2 seconds. Suppose I want to modify it. I want that it should blink very fast. Half second only, like half second it should fast. So half second is 500, delay 500, and here also delay 500. Okay, so now start simulation, clicking on start simulation. Now you can see that my LED is blinking very fast. Okay, and suppose I want coding, I want to code my LED in such a way that my LED should glow in such a way that it should be high for 3 seconds and off for 1 second. Okay, so how to do that? What we will be doing is that I will be just typing delay 3000. Okay, and I will be giving delay 1000. Okay, so off 1000 for 1 second and on for 3000. Now you can see, as much as per my coding, it will be LED will be glowing for 3 seconds and LED will be off for 1 second. So start simulation, clicking on start simulation. Now you can see my LED is on for 3 seconds. 1 2 3 1 second off. Okay, 1 2 3 on रहेगा, अब off हो जा. 1 1 2 3 ऑन रहेगा 3 सेकंड तक, 1 सेकंड तक ऑफ. 1 2 3 ऑफ हो जा. ठीक है, 1 सेकंड तक ऑफ, अगेन ऑन. ठीक है, सो दिस इज हाउ माई एलईडी इज नाउ ग्लोइंग. So it's very simple. Now clicking on, again clicking on stop simulation. Now the second thing is that if I want to take more than one LED, so how to do? Okay, it's very simple and nothing, no worries at all. So what I will be doing is that I will be just clicking on clicking on code, and I will be removing that coding part, and I will be taking an LED. Okay, you can change the color of LED also. Okay, you can change the color of LED. Suppose I'm going to change that color to green color. Okay, so I've taken green color, and again one more LED I'm going to take. Okay, so this 3 LEDs I have taken. So this color I am going to change it to blue. Okay, blue I am going to take. Okay, so or yellow I should. Yeah, blue is fine. Okay, fine. So now what I will be doing is that I will be connecting my anode, cathode. You know that a cathode is to be connected to the ground of Arduino. So I will be just taking it like this, like I am having this Arduino ground over here. So there is also, I have told you that there are 3 grounds in Arduino. I can connect it over here, and again I will be going like here. I will be going and making it connected to the third ground. Okay, you can do connection as much like as you wish. Okay, so you could have used this breadboard also. I have not used breadboard. You could have used breadboard. Okay, now the second thing is that my this anode is to be connected to any of the pins of this digital pin. Suppose I'm just going to connect it to the pin number 6, and this blue is to be connected to the pin number 5. Okay, so this is what my Arduino connections look like in 7th pin I have connected the red LED, and this green LED is connected to the 6th one, and the blue LED is connected to the 5th pin. Okay, so now clicking on code, and now what I will be doing is that it's very easy, as I have told you that I have taken 3 LEDs. So in setup pin, what I will be doing is I will be just initializing my all the 3 pins. Okay, 3 LEDs I will be initializing. Okay, so it is very easy. Pin mode again, pin mode, pin number 6 may I have taken. So 6 pin output. Okay, so 6 output and semicolon. So I will be zooming in again. So my 6 next pin is 5th pin only. So pin mode 5 output. Okay, so this is how we are going to make, and semicolon. So 7 6 5, these 3 pins we have taken, and in these 3 pins we have initialized it. Now coming to the coding part. Okay, I want these 3 LEDs to glow together and turn it off together. Okay, so this is how I'm planning to make. So what I will be doing is that यही digital write 7 comma high, which I have written over here. Below that I will be writing digital write 6 comma high, and below that I will be writing digital write 7 comma high. So I will be just copying it for my sake. So I just pasting it, and I'm just converting 7 to 6, and here also I'm just pasting it, and I'm converting 6 7 to 5. Okay, so and I would just want it to be blink for 1 second. Okay, 1000, that's why I've written it over here. And again it's very easy. Okay, so copy it, and enter paste, and wait, enter paste, and I'm changing it 7 to 6, and here 7 to 5 I am changing. Okay, so now you can see now I will be just clicking on start simulation. Let us see that what happens, whether these 3 LEDs glow or not. It's working, initializing. Yes, you can see now it's these 3 LEDs are blinking together. Okay, so these 3 LEDs are blinking together simultaneously, and this is how it is working. Okay, so I hope that you have understood how the LED works and how these things works. Okay, so there is one more thing which I want to tell you, is that the fading concept also, how to do fading part also. Before going to the next session, I want you to give a task. In this task, what you have to do is that you have to make a chaser type LED, in which I have shown you that there are 3 LEDs. What you have to do is you have to glow the first LED. At that time, the second and the third LED must be off, and then you have to turn on the second LED. At that time, the first and the third LED should be off, and then when you are turning on the third LED, then remaining two should be off. Like as simple as that, making it simple. First, for half a second, red LED should glow. Then half a second, green LED should glow. Then half a second, this blue LED should glow. Okay, so it would be in a loop. Okay, red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue. Okay, something like this you have to make. Okay, so in my next session I will be showing you how to make it as well. And fading part is also very easy to do, and I will be telling you how to do fading part in my next session. Okay, so I hope that you would have understood the basics of the how to glow these LEDs. Okay, and this much of the part you have understood. Okay, so wait for my next session, and in the next session you can see that I will be telling you how to do the fading. Okay, so fine. Okay, bye bye, take care.